Here we are then, ready to go for the Supercar final at Pembrey. Lights out and blast off. Good start from Patrick O'Donovan. Not bad from Ollie off the outside of the front row. Steve Hill gets left behind as he goes wide into the first corner and off onto the grass as Heathcote gets his elbows out on Ollie through to turn 2. Trying to make a position up but isn't quite able to do so as the drivers all manage to make their way through cleanly onto the gravel for the first time. Past the Joker we go. The top 3 opt to continue on their normal lap. Does anybody go Joker? Yes, they do. That's Julian Godfrey and Mike Seller in the Citroen DS3 who have gone Joker. Problems here as well for Tristan Overton. He slows on the back straight and that allows Bradley Westgarth to go through. Whether that was a missed gear or just poor drive coming out of the corner there for Overton, I don't quite know, but either way it has cost him a position as we're already at the end of the first lap and the top 3 with a sizable gap over the rest of the field. So it's Patrick O'Donovan from Father Ollie, or is that going to be a change of position here because Heathcote goes through as Ollie runs it wide onto the gravel. So a slight mistake there costs O'Donovan a position. The Ford Focus driver is down to P3 and now Nathan Heathcote's next target is the championship and race leader Patrick O'Donovan, the 18-year-old in his first year of supercars, the reigning RX 150 champion here in the British Rallycross Championship of course, and he has transitioned so well into this category in 2022. You can see already those top 2 drivers having made quite a margin over Ollie O'Donovan there in 3rd place. Godfrey and Seller have jokered. Here is Mike Seller in the Citroen DS3. Great to see him back out in 2022. Now, race leader Patrick O'Donovan goes Joker then. That allows Heathcote to go through into the front of this race. So this is now or never time here for Heathcote. What he needs is the lap of his life and to hope that Patrick doesn't have such a good run here on this Joker so that he can close that deficit down and see if Nathan can challenge for the race lead. Meanwhile, here is Julian Godfrey, who of course has made that Joker, challenging on the back here of Bradley Westgarth onto the gravel. Westgarth runs wide and he goes through a position as Patrick O'Donovan goes into the race lead after Heathcote makes his Joker next time around. So the gap between the top 2, if anything, it looks like it's increased. So it must have been an incredible lap there for Patrick O'Donovan to just do exactly what he has done all season. That is just drive so beyond his years in terms of the maturity and the experience that he has. And now he's got a clear track in front of him, which is a position that he absolutely loves. Meanwhile, his father, Ollie O'Donovan, has got a mirror full of Julian Godfrey here, and Godfrey is really putting the pressure on to the back of Ollie O'Donovan. These two, of course, some of the most experienced drivers in the British Rallycross Championship, and now they are going head-to-head for position, but I think it's going to be a change here because, yep, there we go. Ollie goes into the Joker, and he's going to drop down quite considerably on the rest of the field. Quick shout out as well to Steve Hill in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. He's made some good ground after an initial poor start and that run off at the first corner, challenging Mike Seller here for position. This is up for P4 effectively in this race, but Julian Godfrey now with a clear track in front of him. He could be on for a podium here this weekend, which would be something for the 6-time champion to smile about. You can see there Steve Hill, the oldest driver on the field, really putting pressure onto the back of Mike Seller for position as Patrick O'Donovan does it once again in 2022. Just a couple more corners from home separating him from yet another win here at Pembrey as he comes across the line to take the checkered flag. What a drive from him. Heathcote will take 2nd place and it'll be Julian Godfrey in 3rd, I believe, but problems here for Mike Seller on the final lap. Flames and smoke pouring from the back of his Citroen DS3. I think he's just about going to be able to make the flag, but what a dramatic end to the race there for Seller, but he comes home just behind Godfrey in 4th.